Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Cambridge Pavers.
Welcome to Living Local Carolina, guys. I'm back with my friend Charles Gamarican from Cambridge Pavers. You remember him, right? How are you doing, Charles?
I'm wonderful. How about yourself? And thanks so much for having us again.
Of course. We have to talk planning because this is the time of year where people need to start getting on it. Talking about planning a gorgeous backyard landscape, you guys are the people to call. What do they need to know?
Most importantly, planning your outdoor space is the same way you plan the inside of your home. Every room has a function. That outdoor space should have the same end game, a function. The question you have to ask, how do I want to enjoy that outdoor space? How do I want to entertain my family and friends? Start there, get those questions answered, then we start to proceed.
And I think it could be a little bit daunting for people whenever they see these gorgeous landscapes. They think, oh my goodness, do I need to do all of this at once? Is that the case?
Absolutely not. Folks invest in this extra room, this outdoor space, based on choosing our products, the Cambridge paving stones, wall stones, and our outdoor components, kitchens and fireplaces, based on vibrant colors and perfect textures, smooth, no deflections whatsoever. So this can be done in phases. Costs a lot of money, right? Budget says, I can only do my patio the first year. Well, what you need to do is share with your contractor, well, in year one, I like to do this. Year 4, year 5, my end game, and if I can afford to have it done sooner, I want to add a fully assembled kitchen. I want to add that pergola to protect me from inclement weather so I can truly enjoy this outdoor space 24 months a year. Fireplace, fire pits. All of that can be added in phases. Just share your vision with your contractor.
I like that you can take it step by step, and also because of the armor tech that you guys have, it will last for a long time too. How does that work?
That armor tech technology is unique only to Cambridge. It's a manufacturing process trademarked by us. The only people, manufacturers worldwide, who have refined this process. This will assure your investment in those beautiful colors and texture will remain the same for years to come.
Okay, so why don't we talk a little bit more about some of the different features that you can actually have in your outdoor oasis? I know you were saying fire pits, pergolas, but give me some more examples.
So you think about it, when you're entertaining family or even friends, you're cooking food inside and you're coming outside. Why not have that fully assembled kitchen with ovens and grilling and pizza ovens? So you're at refrigerators. So you're out there utilizing it and enjoying company with your friends. And if you have a pool, you're also able to watch the little ones. That pavilion, magnificent. Protect you so you can use it. Truly, these rooms are used all 4 seasons.
I love it. And where would you recommend that people start to get inspiration when planning their outdoor oasis?
We have a great presence in social media, House, Pinterest, Instagram, our website, CambridgePavers.com. A tremendous gallery of photographs of every category in someone's home. Go to a dealer, which you can also find on our website by putting in your zip code. They have magnificent displays. They also have these outdoor components so the homeowner can actually see part of that planning process. You can also fill out a form. It's going to ask you a few questions about what's your project. Send it in. A qualified contractor will contact you, so it's very interactive and it answers all your questions about any potential maintenance, how to find that contractor, how to plan the project, but most importantly, this outdoor space is visual and it's going to give you magnificent photography of projects all over the country.
I love it. Well, thank you, Charles. I appreciate it, guys. Go to CambridgePavers.com to learn more information.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Cambridge Pavers.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Wired SC. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I'm excited because I am talking with Timothy from Wired SC. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me.
I am so excited because I actually really love talking electrical work, if you could believe it.
Oh, yeah?
I like to try to do it myself, but I think it's important to trust the professionals, you know?
Yep.
I can change on a light fixture, but tell me what all you guys can do.
Well, we can do that also for people that don't like to climb ladders. We do a lot of things, small, big. We can do anything from swapping out a light fixture. We love putting under or over cabinet lights in. We do generators outside. We can do landscape lights, paddle fans. Another favorite too is the yucky bathroom fans that the contractors put in there, the little tiny loud things. We like swapping those out. We have a brand called Panasonic that we just love. They're super quiet, super efficient.
I bet you could do it way faster than me too.
Yeah.
All right, tell me, what are your values? What do you guys think is important?
Customer service is my first value. I'm not sure where it came from, but I just love serving people. I love going into a customer's house and just making their day better, whether, again, it's electrical upgrades or just meeting them. I love meeting people around here, too.
Okay, tell me a little bit about your team.
Well, my team's pretty incredible. Since I'm the owner, I get to actually hire all them. I get to background check them and just make sure that I'm compatible with them. A little old school with feeling my gut, so if my gut doesn't like the person, I'm not going to hire them. All the guys I trust going into my house, so in order for them to go into your guys' house, I want to trust them to my house.
And why do you think it's important for somebody to hire an electrical contractor?
Knowledge, insurance, reliability, warranty, again, customer satisfaction. Again, I'm huge on the customer satisfaction. If somebody's not happy with it, we'll go back 2, 3, 4 times to make sure. If that light fixture, if we put it up with a couple links and you're like, I'd really like a couple more links, it's like, well, let's fix it.
Okay, well, where can people learn more about you guys?
Well, you can visit our website at wiredsc.com.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Wired SC. Well, guys, one thing about me is my hair might be fake, but when it comes to products, I really love using things that are natural. So that's why today I'm joined by Nicole from Earthy Things. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
We got some soaps in front of us. I just want to take a sniff, but you go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay, so my name's Nicole. I own Earthy Things here at the beach. So I make natural soaps, body butters, herbal oils, lotion bars, just anything natural.
What started this? I feel like everyone has a story there.
So when my girls were young, they are 15 and 18 now, but when they were younger, I really got into, just the things that you're putting in your body, on your body, the side effects, all that good stuff. So I would always just try to find more natural ways. And then about 2 years ago, I saw a video of soap being made. And I was like, yeah.
I could do that.
I could do that. And I literally did. I made the list of all the things that I needed. I bought it all. And, when I started out, it wasn't as glorious as it is now. But I kept going,
And look at you now. We have these gorgeous soaps, and I love the colors that you use too.
So I use natural clays as colorants.
Really?
Yes, so it's spirulina, charcoal, rose clay, turmeric, any kind of natural clays. And then I also incorporate, in the green one, there is real avocado puree, which is really good for your skin. In the multicolored one with the pink, there's banana puree. I use natural essential oils as scents, so yeah.
Love it. Okay, well, where can people find out more information and shop your stuff?
So I do have a website. It's Earthy Things with a Z,
Gotcha.
LLC.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
All that good stuff?
Yes.
All right, well, check her out, guys.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks again for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm joined in studio by Billy, who is from Day One, Week One. How are you doing, Billy?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. All right, let's get right into it.
Okay.
Tell me about your organization.
So in June 9th of this year, 2023, I had an idea to start a nonprofit for first responders and veterans. The suicide rate across our country is astronomical. I did a little bit of research, and it's not hard to find over 450 first responders killed themselves last year in 2022. And that doesn't account for the 6,000 veterans that have killed themselves since the wars have started in 2001. There's a passion and a heavy burden on my heart to stop my brothers and sisters from killing themselves. So I started the nonprofit. It's called Day One, Week One. What we're doing is we're providing a platform for them on our podcast to come and tell their stories. They talk about their traumatic experiences, how they got through those, what their support system looked like, the people that they've reached out to, and some of those people they didn't reach out to when they were in dark places. My personal story of 2 years ago, I was in that frame of mind of suicide. I'd gone through a kind of not a traumatic event, but a traumatic experience in my career. And I felt like I had lost my identity. And with losing that identity and losing the touch of the people in my support system, I didn't feel like there was another place to go. Thankfully, my wife, being as incredible as she is, reached out after I called her and told her that today's a bad day. She reached out to a friend of ours who was an elder in our church. Within minutes, he arrived at my house. And he got out of the car and he kind of gave me a little smirk, but he did something that literally changed my life. He put his hand on the back of my neck and he put his head to my head. He said, "I'm not going to let you do this today. We're doing this together. So for every day that you need me here, I'm going to be here." And it changed my life. The physical touch in that moment, that's what we're missing. That's what we've lost over the years. So Day One, Week One wants to bring that back. My goal is to have a mental health triage group that can self-deploy into these situations. I'm not talking about having them in a situation where they're going to put themselves in danger or anyone else. They're not going to go to an active situation. It's going to be someone that reaches out and says, "Hey, I need help." They're going to deploy. They're going to go where they are. Unlike a 911 or a crisis center where they would just talk to them on the phone and kind of consider their resources, they're going to deploy to where they are. "Hey, let's go get a cup of coffee. Let's go get a sandwich. Let's talk about what's going on," and then make that connection. And the triage part of it will be to find out exactly what they need and get them the resources that they need from that.
I love it. Okay. How can people listen to your podcast or learn more information?
So all you got to do is go to dayoneweek1.org. Obviously, we're taking donations. The big thing about the donations is we're obviously still building this organization. So there's costs, startup costs, there's different things, application fees, things like that go along with it. But eventually, when all of those things are complete, the plan is that we're going to start sponsoring first responders, helping to pay for some of their medical bills, their seeking mental health bills, their counseling and things like that. The best way to reach out, you can go to any platform. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, TikTok, Truth Social, Getter. We've opened up all of the avenues so that you can't really miss us, hopefully, out there. And we want to make sure that everybody's understanding and knowing that Day One, Week One is here.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.